Welcome back to Impact News. I am Rashonda Williams with Collective Impact, and our mission is to help BIPOC nonprofit organizations succeed, create jobs, and get access to resources so that they can advance their mission in the community. So we're going to get right into it. First, if you are a nonprofit leader, hey, if you are an aspiring nonprofit leader, hello. Please comment, share. We'd love to connect with you, find out more about your organization, what your mission is, where you're located, so that we can curate our content to our audience. If you know an aspiring nonprofit leader, share this with them. And listen, this is for faith and community based nonprofit organizations. So, send it to your pastor, the church secretary, your uncle, deacon, bishop, all of that, evangelist, everybody, because we want to get this information in front of a lot of people so that they can change the cause that is plaguing their community or their mission. We want to help be a resource in doing that. So let's get right into it, y'all. Today, we're going to have a couple reminders. We're going to talk about community spotlight / quick tip. We're going to talk about some great events that are coming up that you guys should attend and updates from the collective. So, first and foremost, y'all, I am just a complete fan of this organization. We had interviewed the CEO and the founder of this great organization. Y'all, back like in October 2021. If you want to watch that, replay of that, it is on our YouTube channel. Of course, y'all know all of the links will be below. But it is like last week I talked about, it's summertime. Summertime. I don't know where that came from. Sorry, y'all. So it's summertime. So what does that mean? Events, going out in the community, setting up tables, creating brand awareness, recruiting volunteers, board members. And also, it's also an opportunity to earn income for your nonprofit organization. And our friends at African American Expressions can help you do that, because we know that a lot of our nonprofit leaders, new and even veterans, are self-funding their organizations, right? But we want to help you change that, right? So African American Expressions, they've been around for 30 years. They are headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. The founder is Mr. Greg Perkins. He is a wonderful man of God. They've worked very hard to create houseware. They've got art. They have all type of amazing gifts that represent the community that they serve, right? And you could earn 40% commission selling these products. Again, it's event season. You got your table set up. You can also go to their website. Of course, all of the information will be in the description and the show notes. You can go to their website and register to get a catalog, or you can do it all online by getting an affiliate code. And then when you're out in the community, that kind of gets people to come to your table. Then you can tell them about your mission, and we're selling these products so that we can, save 3-eye kittens. You know what I mean? I'm being silly, but tell them about your mission. If they're interested in being a volunteer, if they're interested in being a board, if your mission serves them, if they're your target market, this is a great way. It's a great icebreaker. And again, you can earn 40% commission for your cause. So AAE, African American Expressions, they, through their fundraising program, they have helped generate millions of dollars for schools, Black churches, various organizations, and also businesses, right? Because they do also have a wholesale side. So you can sell it as a nonprofit, or you can sell it as a for-profit organization. We all know that Juneteenth is coming up this month. what a great way to earn some money for your organization and celebrate our heritage and our culture by selling these products that look like us, that's made by us, and that's for us, right? So I wanted to show y'all really quick. So that is the, um, let me remove this first. So African American Expressions, you can earn 40% commission towards your organization. Now you could do this one of two ways. One, you can get inventory that you can have set up at your table, right? They do have a kit. It's $99 and it's got the best selling items that they have, right? So just so people can pick it up, take feel the quality, look at it, or you can just, and then with that, you can get your register, get your, you can get an online catalog or you can have it mailed to you. Look how beautiful this is, y'all. You can have it mailed to you and you can just take orders, right? So you can either have inventory on hand. What is really great about this, in the catalog, they have a ribbon on there that says what the best sellers are, right? And again, it's 40% commission. So you will set your prices accordingly, right? So all that information, the breakdown, it'll come in this beautiful envelope right there. You know it's your catalog. It's absolutely gorgeous. They send out a catalog twice a year for Black History Month, and then they have their Christmas catalog. So go to their website, get signed up, either if you want to do it digitally or if you want to do it digitally. When you're at those events, you can have this catalog and say you can go to this website, use our code, whatever that is. You can even print out some little 4x6 flyers. Use this code when you're shopping online, and 40% of the proceeds will go to our organization, right? So there are a lot of ways that nonprofit organizations can earn income to fund their mission, and not, you know, to rely on grants. We talk about that all the time. And then and not to be funded by the founder, CEO. Like, we not doing that. But so African American Expressions, go on their website. All of the information will be in the show notes. If you want to watch the interview that we had with Mr. Greg Perkins, that is on our YouTube, it'll also be in the show notes, maybe. And then if you have any questions, reach out to them. You can call them, you can email them. Again, all that information will be in the show notes. So if you're tired of self-funding your organization, this is a great way to earn money to fund your mission. All right. Oh no. Also, another reminder for the Minority Enterprise Development, the MED, the Med Week. That is where they recognize outstanding achievements of minority business owners, entrepreneurs, as well as individuals and organizations dedicated to improving minority businesses. So, they had their call for nominations. So if you know an organization that should be rewarded for the work that they're doing in the community to advance the minority business enterprises, there are several different categories in which you can nominate that business. There is construction firm of the year, export firm, manufacturing firm of the year. I mean, that could be AAEF, right? So I have blocked out a day in my calendar because I have a few organizations that I am going to nominate for that. So I'm going to do that this week, and I'll have more details and tips on the process from what I find out. But there's also the Robert Brown Minority Business Enterprise of the Year. There's also for Minority Business Development, Access to Capital, Advocate of the Year, a Distinguished Supplier Diversity Award, and then the Legacy Award for Lifetime Achievement. As I said before, we would be honored if you all feel taking the time out to nominate Collective Impact. Again, we have been advocating for the BIPOC nonprofit and the BIPOC social enterprise organizations for almost 3 years now. So we would be honored by your nomination. The information will be in the show notes and or the comments. I'm sorry, show notes and description. So yes, Med Week call for nominations. The deadline to nominate an excellent minority owned business is June 15th. Again, information will be in the descriptions as well. All right, our friends at CNRG Accounting Advisory, they're still giving away the nonprofit workbook written by Miss Rebecca Rodriquez. She is awesome, y'all. Had the privilege of talking to her this week, and she just have a heart for nonprofits. You definitely want to glean from the wisdom of both Kyla and Rebecca, right? So how can we win a nonprofit workbook, Rashonda? You can listen to the Nonprofit Ace podcast hosted by Synergy and Kyla Graham and her team. Information for that podcast will be in the descriptions. You can also follow Synergy on IG. And then once you listen to the Nonprofit Ace podcast, specifically the episode with the author of the nonprofit workbook, Rebecca Rodriquez, you can tag your greatest takeaway, or anything that you learned or have a question about on the episode. Post that on your socials, tag Synergy. Again, information be in the descriptions. And then that is how you can be put in the raffle to win one of the nonprofit workbooks written by Miss Rebecca Rodriquez from the Nonprofit Ace podcast, hosted by our friends from the collective CNRG Accounting Advisory. Again, last week I talked about just having integrity, and as a nonprofit organization, you live in a glass house, but as a nonprofit organization led by a person of color, it's even more difficult. There are even more barriers, right? So you definitely want to connect with Kyla Graham so that she can help you run your organization, understand your nonprofit finances, and be able to communicate that to funders, your stakeholders, and just, keep it a buck, right? Because we don't want no problems. We don't want no problems, right? So Kyla's amazing resource for that. So even if you don't want the nonprofit workbook and want to be put into the giveaway, you definitely should check out her podcast, a Nonprofit Ace podcast. Is awesome information. I forgot what the acronym stands for, but I think it's accounting. I don't remember, y'all. So many acronyms. But and then also, if you want to connect with Kyla on LinkedIn, her information will be in the show notes as well. All right, moving along. I'm not gonna say what my goal is today, but making good progress. So y'all have been hearing me talk about Cause Camp presented by our friends at Nonprofit Hub. I have the honor and the privilege to be on the planning committee with a lot of awesome nonprofit advocates and professionals. And so I have this awesome video to just show y'all, because I've been talking about this since the top of the year, y'all. 98 days till Cause Camp is in Huron, Ohio, September 14th through the 15th. And if you use code Rashonda W, you will get $50 off of your ticket price. But check this out, you guys. Yes, awesome, awesome stuff. It's going to be fun. If you've never been to Cedar Point in Ohio, it is amazing. So, this is an opportunity to pack up the family, come on the 14th and the 15th, attend the courses, attend the classes, the workshops. As I said, I'm talking about digital fundraising, marketing, all the things um, needed to run an efficient and sustainable nonprofit organization. There are going to be some great speakers there. I personally have a list of people that I can't wait to meet as well, and have made a lot of connections in this process of helping with the planning committee. If you're not a nonprofit and you are a for-profit business, and if this is something that you would like to sponsor or to be in front of nonprofit organizations, definitely go to the website, or you can inbox me and I will put you in connection with Delaney. Actually, I'm going to put Delaney's information in the description as well. You can reach out to her. They also have amazing sponsorship programs as well if you want to sponsor this amazing event for your corporate responsibility for your organization. That's a great opportunity as well. If you use code Rashonda W, you will get $50 off of your ticket. Now, you may be thinking, we ain't got money to go to that. I would love to go to that. And especially if you're close to Ohio, it's only a drive. You don't have to deal with airline tickets, right? You can drive right in. Um, Again, I will refer you to what I started with earlier, the African American expressions. You can just start a fundraising campaign selling African American expression products to earn the money to go to Cause Camp, right? So make the business pay for itself, right? Um, so yes, Cause Camp, September 14th and 15th. Use code Rashonda W for $50 off. If you want to be a sponsor, they still have a couple of levels left for sponsorship. I'll put the POC Delaney's information in the descriptions, or you can reach out to me and I can do a warm introduction, whichever way. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm definitely going to be there. Super, super excited that Cause Camp is in Ohio. We don't get a lot of love all the time. So I'm super excited for that. And I hope to meet you. I want to give you a hug and be like, hey, you made it. You did it. So yeah, it's going to be great. Great speakers, great event, great environment, great organization. It is presented by Nonprofit Hub, and this is their 22nd year of doing Cause Camp. So they've got the receipts. All right, y'all. I kind of want to play the video again. I'm going to end it with the video. Yes, I'm going to end it with the promo video. So if this information has been serving you and you would want this type of information just delivered to your inbox, you can go to our website and sign up for our newsletter. I have not sent the newsletter out for June yet because I am waiting, because what I'm going to tell y'all next. But you can go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter. You can get these grand alerts, trends, events, updates from the collective sent directly to your inbox. If you're more of a email person, I know I am, y'all. It'd be so hard for me to come on here and do this because I just don't be doing the social media no more. But if that's your thing, then definitely sign up for that. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel where all the Impact News replays are on there as well. So, y'all, the Employee Retention Tax Credit, another program we've done lives on it. We did a live Q&A on it. We have assist organizations internally in the collective get over $1 million in unrestricted funds, y'all. That is phenomenal for a small BIPOC-led organization. Now, again, this can be faith-based and community-based organizations, for-profit and nonprofits. We specifically work with nonprofit organizations, but any business that has retained employees during the 2020-2021 period, payroll employees, you can qualify for up to $26,000 per employee. Why? Because this is the last stimulus program. It's ending April 2024. So that's why I've been talking about it more. This was the government's way of rewarding employers for retaining employees during the shutdowns 2020 and 2021. So if you had payroll employees during that time frame, why? Because people were still paying their employees even though they wasn't working, right? So the government's like, well, thank you. That was less people that was getting unemployment. So this program ends April 2024. If you do not have payroll employees, but you have someone in your network that did, and you remember having a conversation with them, they like, I still got to pay people and they ain't even at work, but they made it through that, praise God. This program is for them. So the information to learn more, you can go to our website. The link to that will be in there if that's you and you just ready to get this started, because it is a tedious program. It is dealing with the IRS. So it's been between 4 to 6 months to get the funds rolling. So if you start now, you will get your IRS employee retention refund by October. Yeah. October, November, December. Ooh, around the holiday season. And these are unrestricted funds. Unlike the PPP and the EIDL, you have to spend it on specific things. These are unrestricted funds. They can't tell you how to spend this money. Only caveat is that has to be in your business, right? But other than that, they can't tell you specifically how to use that. That's what unrestricted funds mean, right? Because you already overpaid it. You overpaid your payroll tax. They lowered the tax bracket during that time, and you overpaid it. So if you have 941s, all the things, I don't want to go too in depth in it because I'm trying to keep it to that mystery number. But you can learn more on our website. Information will be below. And if you want to just start the qualification process, the link to the application will be in the show notes as well. Now, our partners, they are payroll specialists, right? So Collective Impact, we are affiliates. We will not be doing processing the paperwork for you. However, we are that middle person that can explain things to you, walk you through the process. Like, y'all, I have literally sat on Zoom meetings and walked people through this process, and I have kept them abreast of where the application is in the process. So that is how we serve you all, because I know it can be intimidating dealing with this kind of stuff, especially with all that shady stuff that was going on. But we are here for you. And again, we have helped organizations get over $1 million. The average employee that our clients and our organizations that we've served has had three. They've had at least three employees, right? So again, that's $26,000 per employee. And on top of that, because the IRS is so backlogged with this, they have also paid interest on the stimulus check because of the time that went by for it too. So if they tell you, our partners tell you, you qualify for this much, you can expect that plus interest, because the IRS, I mean, that's nice. They expect us to pay them interest, so they're paying interest on these as well. The program ends April 24th. If you have any questions, you can go to our website, you can inbox me, and we can get you together. And if we get on a meeting, you could bring your accountant, you could bring your administrative person, you can bring whoever, because there were a lot of changes that happened to the program. So in the beginning, people were like, oh, because in the beginning, you couldn't get the EIDL and the PPP and the ERTC, right? So they've changed it so many times throughout this process. So a lot of people didn't have eyes on it, especially the CPAs, right? Because they focus on income tax. This is a payroll tax. Our partners are payroll specialists. So enough about that. If you have payroll employees, you can get up to $26,000 per employee during the 2020 and 2021 timeframe. And I hope we can help you all get those unrestricted funds, because again, it's unrestricted funds, and that's a lot of money, especially when you didn't know you qualified for it, right? So yes. And last but not least, just a reminder, um, what of the core values of collective impact are servant leadership, stewardship, and unity. That's our core values, right? So, on the note of stewardship, we definitely are very conscious of our time, our energy, stewarding what we do as a for-profit social impact organization. The work never stops, right? However, we are very intentional about taking time off to be with family, just to refuel. Listen, I'm about ready for this sabbatical. I'm looking forward to it, y'all. So, but every year, July 1 to July 31st, we take our sabbatical. So, just a reminder, there will be no impact news during that time. If you schedule a consultation, you can't even schedule a consultation during that period because it's blocked off in our calendar. We will be, spending time with family, getting refreshed, so we could come back strong in August, which is Black Philanthropy Month and Black Small Business Month as well. Our friends at Give 828, they are going to be doing their annual fundraiser. So if you signed up for Give 828 last year, definitely go to their website and get on their mailing list so that they can let you know when applications are open again for this year's Give 828 fundraiser, which is fundraising for Black-led and Black benefiting nonprofit organizations, always on August 28th. You can go to their website to find out the significance of that date. To date, since we've been helping them, we've been partnering and just promoting what they're doing. This will be the third year that we've been helping them. I believe last year they raised over $200,000 for, I believe, 1,200 nonprofit organizations during the 5-day fundraising. I'm not sure if they're going to do it 5 days this year. Last year was just their 5-year anniversary, so they didn't just do it on 8/28. They did it 8/28 to the 31st. So if that's you, if you want to be a part of this awesome movement, then definitely go to their website. Again, that information will be in the show notes. So that's it, y'all. I made it. 30 minutes was it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. 30 minutes. We at 28 minutes. I pray you all have a wonderful week. Again, follow us on Instagram, go to our website, subscribe to our newsletter. Again, we exist to help BIPOC nonprofit organizations get access to resources. It is a pleasure and an honor to serve you all. You do so much for the community. This is the least that we can do. So, Lord willing, we'll be back next week with more impact news for grant alerts, trends, events, all the things for the nonprofit and the social impact sector. Until next week. Bye.